Hello, beautiful people. I have a jewel today, more of the angelic nature. So, most of today I have been going through all of my notebooks and trying to condense like 12 to 15 notebooks down into 3. And I ran across a really good bit about angels. So, I know that for some people, we all have different, religions, spiritual practices, and disciplines and things like that. So, maybe appealing to a god of a different pantheon may seem off-putting to some people. But angels are really good to work with. They are not just known in Christianity, they are also known in Islam, Hebrewism, and Judaism as well. So, Archangels is just one class of angels. There are different classes of angels, and there are even different hierarchies of angels as well. However, archangels are tasked with directly helping humans. That is the role that the Creator has given them. And so there are different angels for different things. So I'm going to go through them all and then, give you some tips of how to add this to your practice in a practical way. So first up, we have Ariel. Ariel is known as the lioness of God. She is very fierce. She's very powerful. And she is also equally loving and compassionate. Archangel Ariel is very, very heavily related to Mother Nature. She is the protector and healer of the animals all over the earth, and also of the plants. Since she is so heavily linked to Mother Nature, she is also a good angel to appeal to in the event of an impending natural disaster, maybe to help lessen the impact or lessen the severity of the natural disaster. Now, when it comes to us humans, Archangel Ariel is the provider. She's a provider for us. Okay, she helps us with shelter, supplies, food, and also money. Some practitioners employ Archangel Ariel because she is known to be a money angel. She's kind of like a mom in that way. For most children, your mother is the first god that or the angel that gives you everything. So it would only make sense that Ariel is the angel of, providing for us and helping, helping to supply our needs. Also, she does help with a sense of security as well. Also, we have Archangel Azrael. Azrael is the angel of death. Okay, what he does is he comes and he helps the newly departed cross over. He takes them to heaven, but also what he does is he helps to ease the sadness that they may experience leaving the earthly plane. He is he kind of makes me think about my grandpa Joe, like a quiet presence, but very loving, calming, doesn't have to say anything, just him being there gives a sense of comfort. So he is the consoler angel, because not only does he help to help the dead peacefully cross over, he also helps those that are left behind deal with the grief of experiencing that loss. So if you are dealing with a massive amount of grief as a result of a loss, Archangel Azrael is a good angel to reach out to. And then we have Archangel Barachiel. Barachiel helps to bring miracles into our life and do it quickly. And because of that, he helps us to have a positive outlook. So find the silver lining. He is like that divine support. One of those, angels that offer that divine support when you need it and to make your miracles happen. Then we have Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel is the finder angel. Archangel Chamuel sees everything, okay? He can see the connection between all of us, the connection of the all that we might not be able to see. So Archangel Chamuel shows you how the dots are connected, therefore offering a sense of wholeness. And when you're lacking that, like, I don't fit in, he helps you to feel that wholeness, because he can help you see how you are a part of this big picture. Also, since Chamuel sees everything, Chamuel is known as a finder angel. So if you have a misplaced item or you need help finding something, one of the massage therapists at the spa that I used to work at, the spa was in a really busy shopping center. It's called Santana Row. It's in San Jose. And those weekend shifts, the parking garage can be like the vehicular Hunger Games, and you can drive around for an hour finding a parking spot easily. So she was like, oh man, I got in with a whole bunch of time to spare. I asked Archangel Chamuel to help me find a parking spot. And I'm like, what? I never thought to do that. And she's like, yeah, I just asked Archangel Chamuel to find me a parking spot. So I actually tried this myself. I went to a vegan food festival and the parking lot was insanity. And I'm like, you know, I had my cousin with me and I didn't want her to walk far. And I'm like, hey, Archangel Chamuel, can you please help me find a parking spot? And next thing I know, when I went back around, somebody was coming out of a space. There was nobody else around, and the parking space was right next to the entrance. So I was like, thank you very much, Archangel Chamuel. Then also we have Gabriel. Gabriel is the messenger of God. So he brings us those divine messages from God and that inspiration. And also he helps us to push through those creative blocks. So if you're working on a project or you have writer's block and you're like, what's my next move? What is this next line? He helps give you that divine, do this. So he will help you complete those creative projects with those messages. Now, some people believe that Gabriel is a man. Some people believe that Gabriel is a woman. But Gabriel is the angel that brings us these, and is also, some people also pray to Gabriel in the area of child rearing and pregnancy as well, because Gabriel is also the angel of rest and recovery. The next angel we have is Haniel. It's like Danielle, but with an H. She is grace. She is known as the glory of God. She's an angel of spiritual practitioners, actually. Like when you're trying to see into something, I would call her the lifter of the veil, because she allows you to be able to see between the realms. She's who you would ask for help when you're trying to increase your intuition and psychic ability. So if you think about it, she is kind of the angel of oracles a little bit. Also, she helps with because she's able to help us see into situations and things. She also helps mend relationships with balanced communication. So if you feel like you're not being heard, maybe you're not hearing the other person, she would be a good angel to reach out to help deal with kind of calming an argument. Then we have Jeremiel. Jeremiel, I would say he is the angel of accountability. Now, Jeremiel is not judgmental at all. He is very loving and compassionate, but he is also the angel is like, you know, he will have you reflect on things and be like, you know, you messed up, right? Okay. What did you learn? You know, but do it also in a very compassionate way. He is very no nonsense. very unbiased, and it is what it is. And for this reason, that he is able to help you reflect so clearly, he is also assists the dying and reflecting on their life as well, and trying to help them take that accountability and release any of those burdens before they cross over. And because of this very no nonsense, it is what it is nature of his, he is a good angel to reach out to for legal matters. Okay. Then we have Jophiel. Jophiel is the beauty of God. She is, some people associate her with the planet Venus and the moon. She is the beautifier of things. She makes your helps to make your home beautiful. If you're doing a beautification project in the home, the office, or setting your environment, some people call her the feng shui angel. Okay. That is who you would want to turn to for that. So she would be the patron angel of crafters and creators and people that make art, and like interior designers. Like, she would kind of be the angel of HGTV. Then you have Metatron. So Metatron, and another angel that I am going to get to later, Metatron was a human. Okay. Some people believe that Metatron was Moses. Uh-oh, helicopter. Sorry. So some people believe that Metatron was Moses. Some people believe that Metatron was Enoch, who walked with God and God ascended him. They didn't have to die. God ascended them. Also, some people believe that Metatron is Thoth. If you've ever read the Emerald Tablets of Thoth the Atlantean, not Thoth, not the Emerald Tablets of Hermes Trismegistus, Thoth the Atlantean, he was a human man that through spiritual alchemy and discipline and practice, he achieved godhood. So some people even relate Metatron to Thoth. Thoth is the divine orderer. So I think of the gospel songs, a gospel song I grew up listening to, Order My Steps in Your Word. When you're starting on a new project, Metatron helps to divinely order your steps, and he's also good to appeal to if you want to find your divine purpose, because he is one of the angels of divine knowledge. Okay. Then we have Michael. Most people know who Michael is. Michael is the protector, the defender. If you think about that scripture, I would think of it like, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, because Michael is with me. He is the divine protector. I've had a very intense personal experience with Michael myself. Back when I was a teenager, Michael moves me out of the path of a speeding bullet. That is a whole other video in and of itself. But Michael helps to give you this divine defense. He is the divine protector. And also, it would be good to pray to him too if you're in a really intense and frightening situation. And then, so if you're in this situation and you pray to him, next thing you know, you will feel this odd sense of calm, and then like a warm blanket being covered over you that just came out of the dryer. That's what Michael feels like to me. But that sudden calm in a frightening situation, he will help bring you the courage that you need. Then we have Raguel. Raguel is the overseer of the angels. So he has a really interesting job. So he is like a really good angel to appeal to in the area of teamwork, because he is, like I said, the overseer of the angels. However, he is also the angel of the Akashic records. Okay, so the Akashic records, he has this knowledge of everything that you have done and been ever since you have existed for the eons. So everything that you have ever done, everything that you are doing, and everything that you are supposed to do. He's the angel of the Akashic records. And since he has access to the Akashic records, he knows your soul contracts. Okay, so this is why he helps to oversee the other angels, because he is in charge of synchronicity and making sure things happen in that divine timing. So when people talk about the angel numbers 1111, 444, 777, and they're saying that is the angel that is coming through. So when you do see those synchronicities, you know, pay attention to what you're thinking about. So he is also, since he has the access to these contracts, he knows what karmic debts you are supposed to pay. So he makes sure that you stay on the path and that the other angels guide you on the path. So it's like, okay, this person has a karmic debt or a soul contract that is going to need to be fulfilled in 2 years. However, the one event that sets off this chain of events is going to happen in 37 seconds, guys. So I need you guys to make sure that, you know, everything is in place. This ball is about to get rolling. So he's basically, his job is cosmic logistics, okay? And the synchronicities, and also, like I said, teamwork. So if you're ever doing team building exercise and you need to work as a team, Raguel is the angel for the job. Then you have Archangel Raphael. Raphael is the healer, and he is also the patron angel of healers, doctors, nurses, you know, herbalists like myself, anybody that is in the healing arts, and not only healing of the physical body, but also healing of the spiritual and the emotional body. So Raphael is the angel of mind, body, spirit, medicine. So if you have someone that is sick and they're about to have surgery, you know, obviously we would pray to God, but, you know, also, Archangel Raphael, can you please steady the surgeon's hands? And, you know, so you could definitely appeal to him in the areas of healing. And also for healers, you know, you can ask Raphael, give me the, you know, can you help give me the knowledge? I'm running into this thing that I've never, you know, and he can give you that divine guidance in the healing arts. Then we have Raziel. Raziel is the keeper of divine secrets. He is believed to be the closest to God, even the angel that God tells his secrets to. So he is the bringer of divine knowledge. And this can come in your dreams, mediumship. Some people, he can help to a certain extent with divination, because he also helps with like mediumship, spirit to spirit communications. Somebody else's spirit guides talking to your spirit guides and they speak to you. So you could kind of look at him as assisting with bringing messages from spirit to you. So and he can also assist you with, you know, helping your intuition, psychic abilities and things like that, because he is the keeper of these divine secrets. Next we have Sandalphon. Sandalphon is another of the highest of angels. It is the twin of Metatron. So I believe some people associate Sandalphon with Ezekiel, in the sense that he some people think that it's Ezekiel, but Sandalphon was another human that God ascended, you know, without them having to die, and bringing them into the ranks of the archangels. Sandalphon also has a really interesting job because if there was a doorway between the earthly realm and the spiritual realm, the etheric realm, Sandalphon in and of himself would be that door. So he is the one that delivers the messages from the earth to the ether. He takes your messages, he delivers your prayers to God. He sends messages back from God or other angels or anybody that you have on the other side. So he is another spiritual messenger, but he brings those from earth to the ether and back. Also, another interesting thing about him as well is, since he is this doorway, he also helps work with the Akashic records. He kind of works with Raguel and takes that prayer over there to kind of like go through and see what you have to do. He kind of helps work in the logistics department. What he kind of does is takes your prayers, goes through your records, and figures out the best way to fulfill your prayer for you without throwing your track off. Okay, so that's another interesting thing about Sandalphon. Also, Sandalphon is the angel of healing music. Okay, when you bring about that that when you have sound therapy, that vibrational therapy that comes from the gong, the sound, the singing bowls, the tuning forks and things like that, he is the angel of healing music and healing vibrations. So that is his job. And then we have Uriel. Uriel is the light of God. Uriel is the angel of intellect. He's the angel of the aha moment, when you watch cartoons and then the person has the little light bulb that goes off over their head. Uriel is responsible for that light bulb. He's the one that brings you the new ideas, and he helps in any intellectual pursuits. So if you're a student and it's something you're stuck on, obviously, and you need help, and he will help you see. And he also helps to access those divine secrets as well. This is how he has all of this knowledge. So he is the angel of knowledge. You have Zadkiel. He is the angel of transmutation, of trauma. So he's the angel of memories. So he will help you deal with really, really deep-rooted emotional trauma. And because of this, he also helps to bring about forgiveness. So he will help you heal this very, very deep-seated trauma out of your memories. He keeps your memories, but he helps you to turn that trauma into something productive. So if you are doing a lot of shadow work, dealing with, painful memories and traumas and things like that, and you need a little bit of help, Zadkiel is a good angel to reach out to for that. So there are the angels and their roles, their divine roles. Now I have to say this: there isn't really a downside to working with angels, because these are heavenly beings. Okay, what I will say is this: an angel is not going to bless some mess. Okay, so when you are working with angels, make sure that your intentions are pure and they are not selfish. So like, for instance, if you have a court case coming up, and you did it, Jeremiel is not the entity for you, because he is all about fairness. So if you did something, if you have this court case coming up and you did something that you deserve to go to jail for, you are going to be in jail. So the best you could maybe hope for is a fairer sentence. You know, so make sure that your intentions are pure if you want to find new love. An angel is not going to break up a marriage for you. You know, people say, you know, your soulmate is not some other man's wife or some other woman's husband. Honey, life is messy. Sometimes it is, you know, somebody else's spouse. However, you know, an angel is not going to break up a marriage, because that is a sacred covenant that those two people made with God. You know, if anything, they would help you have a friendly relationship with your soulmate, because a soulmate relationship does not always have to be romantic. So like I said, make sure that your intentions are pure. Like I said, if you want to, you know, do something and your intentions might not be that pure, that's fine, but those are not the entities for you. So if you're working with angels and something goes left, you know, like I said, your intentions were not pure. An angel is not going to keep you out of prison and you have a federal case because you were selling a whole bunch of illicit substances. No, you were pushing poison into your community. You were damaging your community. You are going to go to jail. It is what it is. So like I said, these are very high energy beings, and their energy is very pure. And the thing about angels is you know, they want to help us. They are part of our divine support. They, you know, they want to help us. So really the only thing that they really require in return is gratitude. You know, come correct and with pure intentions, and, you know, just be grateful. That's really all that they require. Now, a practical way to work with angels is simply to pray to them or have a conversation. I know me myself, like when I formulate my prayers, I just kind of speak to my divine support like I'm speaking to you guys. Hey, Archangel such and such, I'm at the moment in need of this. Is there any way that can you please help me with this thing? And boom. So that's the simplest way. Another way is to, I think I discussed this in another video, write a petition. When I write my petitions, I write them in the form of a letter. So another practical way to work with the angels is, you know, figure out what you need. Find the angel that's appropriate for it. Say, dear, insert Archangel here. I am in need of this, da 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 da. You know, for the highest good of myself and other people. The reason why archangels are good to work with is because they are going to bring about a good result, and a balanced result. In most magical practices, Wicca specifically, one of the main tenets is to harm none. An angel is not going to, you know, you're not going to curse somebody with the help of an angel. It does not work like that. These are highly divine beings that are basically the right hands of God. So that's another good thing about it is an angel is going to bring about a balanced result for you. So that was my jewel for today. Some angelic sprinkles. I hope you found the video useful. I know it was a little bit longer than my normal videos, but it was a ton of information, and that's just scratching the surface of what I have, because this book is massive, and it is full. So definitely a lot more to come. If you found the video useful, like, subscribe so that you don't miss any more of these jewels. And you know, if you feel like you need to share the video for, you know, with somebody who needs to hear it, feel free to do that as well. But I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and until next time.